What are EM waves? Well, when we talk about light waves or waves emitted from things like the sun, like infrared radiation, we're actually just talking about EM waves, which are vibrations of electromagnetic fields 90 degrees to the direction of energy that they transfer. This makes them transverse. So when we talk about the electromagnetic spectrum, we're just talking about the range of all different possible EM wavelengths. They range from really large wavelengths, like in radio waves, all the way to smaller wavelengths, like in gamma waves. So we classify them and their name by their wavelengths, and the way to go to the next classification is to divide by 10 to the power of 3 or 1000. They all travel at 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Radio waves have the largest wavelength at 1000 meters, so they're basically transmitted by antennae and can excite electrons in TV, so they're able to diffract around large obstacles. Microwaves, which have a shorter wavelength of around 1 meter, are emitted by things like microwave ovens, and they can be absorbed by things like fats and protein molecules. They're also used in telecommunications, as they are not reflected off the atmosphere and can send information. Infrared waves are emitted in the form of heat, more in hot objects and less in cold objects. They can also be absorbed by different surfaces to gain heat. They are detected by IR cameras as they are absorbed, but they can also be reflected by things such as glass or pollutants. This is a visible light spectrum, ranging from 380 nanometers as purple to 780 nanometers as red. They can be detected by our eyes and can pass through things like glass and water, but they are also absorbed by colored objects, which is the reason why we see different colors. The sun emits mostly visible light. Ultraviolet light is also emitted by the sun and also by hot objects. In excess, they can cause cancer as they can penetrate through flesh and damage tissue cells, but they can also be detected by photographic paper. X-rays, which can be dangerous in large amounts, can also be used in medicine as they can penetrate through flesh and skin easily, but not through bone, allowing them to be usefully captured on photographic film to see broken bones and such. Gamma rays transfer the highest amount of energy as they have the shortest wavelength and highest frequency. They are emitted by unstable radioisotopes in the sun and are absorbed by things like lead but can pass through skin, making them useful for medicinal purpose as they can kill cancer cells and sterilize surgical equipment. So what do these waves all have in common, other than their properties? Well, first, the shorter the wavelength, the higher the energy transferred as the higher the frequency. And second, waves all deposit energy in what they are absorbed in. Third, longer wavelengths diffract more, like radio waves. And lastly, they're all emitted by different sources, but mainly the sun.